Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we're going to look at a Dickel product. Now, for my son's birthday, we were back over in Rapid City, South Dakota. Checked out a couple of parks there and stuff. Had some fun, and while we were over there, of course, we had to look at some new whiskeys and stuff, and found some pretty good prices on stuff. Did do a repeat purchase of, I did a Talisker Storm, which I was able to pick up for $37 and change. And then I found a Talisker Distiller's Edition, whole bunch of stuff going on with that, but I found it for $61.79. So I purchased that one as well as all these whiskeys over here. And I got some pretty good deals on stuff. There was one liquor store, Mr. Liquor, had a really good selection and had some really good prices on stuff. And so it was kind of, I tried to keep myself in check a little bit, but man, they had New Riff. They had the New Riff rye, I want to say was like $54. They had a Elijah Craig rye for $28. They had several different scotches that my wife and I were kind of looking at for fairly reasonable prices. It was one of those things that, like, if you knew what you were looking at, some of the prices were good, some of them were average, some of them were high. Saw this Dickel, though. It was a store pick, which is why I purchased it, and it's not even open yet, so I haven't even tried this, but it's a single barrel store pick. Let's see here. It's distilled in charcoal mellow at Cascade Hollow Distillery in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and it is a store pick by does it say by Mr. Liquor right here on the tag. It's a 9-year-old bourbon, or yeah, technically 9-year-old bourbon, but a 9-year-old Tennessee whiskey. Here you go. I am breaking into it, breaking the seal here. We're gonna get a pour on it. Boy, I don't like that. That's coming off. If I can figure out how. Get into this whole thing. There's that. Nice bottle. You know what? I don't even have my spreadsheet open. Pretty positive I paid $56 and something cents. So we're going to click on my spreadsheet and let that open up while giving some notes and stuff. So it's a 9-year-old. I have seen on some of the single barrels in a very similar bottle like this that there's a 15-year-old George Dickel. This one's 9 and single barrel, which is kind of nice. It's ringing in at 42.3% ABV, so it is proof down. It's bottle number 289. And it does say that it's aged at least 9 years, so maybe there's some extra stuff in there. On this tag, it does have some other information. So barrel number 08C25-2807. Barrel date September 27th, 2010. And this is Mr. Liquor 2022. So assuming that this was bottled in 2022, that would be a 12-year-old whiskey, not just a 9-year-old. So maybe this is a good one. Who knows? I'm pretty interested in that. So let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, we got the spreadsheet open. We're slowly making progress here. No, I was wrong about that. They did have the George the Dickel bottled and bonded. I picked that up because it was like $28 somewhere in that ballpark. And I was carrying that around the store, and I put that back and purchased this instead because this came in at $43.99, although the bottled and bond would have been at 100 proof. But I get a lot of, there's a cherry in there, there's some peanut, a lot of nuttiness, a little bit of floral component to it. almost a citrus note, kind of in the background mixed with that peanut there. And then there's a sweet, I don't know, maybe like a honey. It's kind of in the middle of like, because of the way that peanut's kind of coming through, it's in the middle of like uh, kind of a combination of caramel, honey, vanilla, kind of somewhere in that middle. But man, that peanut is heavy, heavy, heavy on here. On the taste, fairly watery thin for most of the barrel profile. There's a little bit of a sweetness in there, very light in the sweet. And then a very bitter barrel tannin picks up towards the end. And then it's like peanut for days. Yeah, like just cracking open fresh peanuts and chewing up the peanut on that finish. Boy, that's a little disappointing. I would have loved to have seen this not proofed because the nose smells really, really good. It's very strong and vibrant and leads me to believe that there would be a lot of different flavor components in there. But I mean, it was like watery thin for at least 3 beats. Boom, boom, boom. There was nothing there, and then that tannic barrel came through. So I didn't get any of the floral. I didn't get any of the sweet. I didn't get any of the honey. I didn't get any. I really didn't get any much of anything. Well, that's very disappointing. Maybe on the second it gets better. Or maybe as I drink this bottle down, it'll get better, hopefully. Because for $43.99, took the gamble. I thought I was doing all right, but man, if that's what this is hitting, especially for a 12-year-old whiskey, this should be at 100 proof or better. 92 is just not enough. A lot of barrel impact, a lot of tannic, bitter notes in there. That time it was pushed to the front, like maybe half a second in. I got that tannic impact. So a lot of barrel impact on this one. The sweetness is very tamped down. It's very much akin to, and I use this a descriptor a lot, but like a flavored vodka that doesn't have the sugar. It's just the flavor. That's how the sugar sweetness is presenting. So there's like a sweetness there, but it's like the flavor is sweet without the sweetness of sweet. I know that sounds stupid, but that's what it's like. There's not a lot of sugary sweetness going on. And so like maybe the honey or the caramel flavor that's there, it's the flavor without the sweetness, which is a very odd presentation. And then nuttiness, man, talk about, it's like peanut from the beginning to the end. It's just nut everywhere. Man, and now in the glass, I mean, the glass smells amazing. It smells like a deep, rich, salted, creamy caramel. Now, third sip, just a touch of like sweet vanilla, then that barrel tannin picked up, and then peanut. Um, it's still a really watery thin profile. Like all those notes are pretty thin. The tannic and bitterness, of course that's a little bit more spiky, but even that's kind of tamped down. This needed to be at a much higher proof in my opinion to bring out some of the flavors. So they might have had a really good barrel, but because they basically took it down to proof where they didn't have to chill filter it, because it says non-chill filtered on it, so they took it down to 92, right? Maybe I just lied about all that. I thought I just saw something that said non-chill filtered, but maybe I'm wrong because the proof is not at that proof. So 92 proof is where you need to be for non-chill filtered stuff for it to not be cloudy. And this is sitting at 42.3. So I was kind of confusing things there. So this is probably chill filtered and whatever else. A lot of the flavor kind of got stripped off it. The nose smells amazing now. I mean, the more it sits here, the nose is just sweet caramel, peanuts in there though. But man, on the flavor. The flavor's just stripped down to nothing and watered down to nothing. Man, that's a bummer. And it's so tannic. It's so bitter. Um, man, that's a bummer. I was really hoping this would be a good one, but $43.99 at Mr. Liquor in Rapid City, South Dakota. If you've tried any of these single barrel selects, aged by, who is this? Distilled and charcoal mellowed at Cascade Hollow Distillery, this Dickel, let me know. I'd be curious to see if your barrel was maybe better or had a better proof, see if that made any difference. Like I said, this is a 12-year-old barrel, which might explain why it is so tannic and barrel impact forward. But man, we'll see what happens as we get through this neck pour and see if as things get going, if maybe it's a bit better. But from the straightaway, it's not so awesome. $43.99. Drop in the comments down below any experiences you have with it, along with what you can find a bottle of George Dickel Single Barrel, store pick or so, this 9-year for in your area. I'd be curious to see what prices are ranging out there. And as always, thanks for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video out with anybody who you think might find this useful or entertaining. And yeah, definitely check out Life and Whiskey on BitChute. Way further ahead in the bottle count and video count on that channel than on YouTube. YouTube videos are being released on Saturdays only, so pretty far behind. And I think I got videos scheduled all the way out till, golly, like mid-2023 at this point. So like the bottles that I'm currently, the videos that are showing up currently on BitChute right now, this week are not showing up until 2023 on YouTube. So if you want to jump ahead, maybe get a little better user interface and without the big tech overlord staring you down, go ahead and check out Life and Whiskey on BitChute. Soon on Rumble, maybe. I've been saying that for a long time. I just haven't taken the time to start setting up videos there. But thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video where we explore some of these other whiskeys that we picked up in South Dakota. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.